Hello there. Welcome back to another episode of our WoW Rimworld series. In our last episode, the colony rescued Jeff Portnoy, and the Raiders of Dawnfire gained another guildmate. They also left the swamp behind in their grav ship. Their next goal is to keep exploring this Rimworld, to find the rest of their guildmates, and to find rare parts they can use to upgrade their grav ship. Can the Raiders of Dawnfire keep moving forward? Let's find out together. Work continues on the grav ship. The colonists use their remaining gravlight panels to build a storage room for their supplies. This will free up some precious space for the colonists. With his excellent construction skill, Jeff Portnoy helps building the storeroom. Sterling crashes out and begins to suffer strange dark visions. Hopefully he'll be okay. The storage room is almost done. Plans for walls and a door are placed. This will hopefully free up some space. Dawn, Ray, and Twin the Chads finished building the storeroom. Great work, gentlemen. Kalios mined some more steel. And Sterling's dark vision has stopped. Hopefully the poor guy will be okay. He goes to bed. And meanwhile, the colony receives another request for an ancient reactor. This is a vital piece of ancient tech for upgrading the grav ship size. Looking at the world map, it's located in the Black Cave Mountains in the Scarlands. You'll have to visit it at some point in the future to obtain this item. But for right now, there's other work to be done. Like Kalios mining steel, and Twin mining silver. It's time to make use of the automatic turrets they retrieved from Jeff Portnoy's prison camp. Jeff builds 2 tiles to hold the auto turrets and installs them on the ship. This will help protect the grav ship from future raiders. Jeff and Donray also installed 2 more turrets at the top of the grav ship. Jeff builds a wooden bookcase to hold their books. Excellent work, Jeff. Meanwhile, Kalios and Twin mine more steel for the grav ship. They need a whole heck of a lot of steel to build the grav ship. Late one rainy night, Kalios begins to make jade statues for the colonists. Granted, he's not a very good artist yet, but these will increase the beauty of the colonist rooms and make them happier. It's time for another caravan trip. The colonists make plans to attack a nearby hunting site. Thumbelina will go, as well as 5 colonists. Chugi will stay behind to watch the animals in the grav ship. They decide to bring some food and medical supplies. It's better to be safe than sorry, after all. The colonists begin to gather the supplies and load up Thumbelina for the trip ahead. When they are ready to go, they gather up north of the grav ship and depart from the landing site. While the caravan travels, Chugi deconstructs some ancient ruins for some steel. But just then, pirate raiders activate an EMI dynamo device, disabling power in the area, and to the grav ship. How rude. The Raiders of Dawnfire will have to pay them a visit and show them the errors of their ways. Meanwhile, late one night at the grav ship, some rare Frumbos appear. Perhaps Chugi can tame them. Then Thumbelina will have some friends to play with. Unfortunately, these 2 Frumbos are too stubborn to tame, which is a real shame. Perhaps they'll find more Frumbos at another time. Meanwhile, the colonists arrive at the hunting site. It's clear these tribals are part of some strange cult that believes in nudism and blood feeding. A very dangerous combination. The colonists move closer and begin the attack. They fire upon the enemy. The tribal cultists notice them and begin to rush them. The colonists keep on firing. Their firepower is too much for the tribals and they begin to retreat. Another victory for the Raiders of Dawnfire. They move north and examine the hunting site for supplies. In one building, Twin finds a bunch of pemmican as well as some dead hares. He also finds some leather. It's time for the caravan to pack up and visit their next destination, the EMI Dynamo. The colonists gather up their supplies and head out. About 9 hours later, they arrive. It is late in the night when the colonists arrive at the EMI Dynamo. The perfect time for a sneak attack. The colonists sneak forward and begin to open fire upon the raiders. The raiders begin to run out and try to attack the raiders with gunfire, but they are no match for their superior ranged weaponry. The raiders charge at them with melee weapons while the colonists continue to fire upon them. Twin runs forward and attacks a woman named Victoria, who is carrying an axe. But she is no match for his superior melee skills. The raiders attempt to retreat, but the colonists gun them down. Another victory for the Raiders of Dawnfire. With the raiders taken care of, the colonists go to the EMI Dynamo. They begin to fire upon it to destroy it. And Jeff also collapses from exhaustion. With some effort, the EMI Dynamo is destroyed. And with that, power will be restored to the grab ship, and the colonists can move on. But before they head back to the grab ship, Kalius decides to harvest the peaches and peppers outside. Some extra food supplies would be good to have, after all. Twin also collapses from exhaustion. Get some rest, buddy. You've earned it. The next day, the colonists strip down the raid site for anything useful. They also find the victims of the pirates' brutality, left in given cages to die. May they rest in peace, knowing that murderers have been punished. Once again, the colonists loot the site for valuables and pack up, heading back to the grab ship. A few hours later, the colonists return to the grab ship. With 2 victories and a lot of supplies with them, they are in high spirits. They unload the supplies and Farmelina into the grab ship. Early the next morning, the colonists accept a quest to explore a distant complex. It is said to hold info relating to the legendary Dawn Pendant. A shuttle will be provided to carry free colonists over there to aid in the investigation. Twin, Kalios, and Dari decide to go. They board a shuttle and lifts off, carrying them to their destination. The shuttle carries them across the world to their destination. It is far to the northeast of the grab ship. As they fly, they can only wonder what treasure and dangers they will find within. The shuttle soon lands and they are ready to begin. The shuttle lands them outside in the rain. Twin, Dari, and Kalios are ready to begin their investigation. Inside one of the rooms of the complex, they find an ancient computer terminal. Dari decides to hack it. Perhaps he can find some useful information on it. Kalios and Twin keep exploring. They discover a room to the right with another ancient computer terminal, and an ancient crate containing uranium ore, and also a corpse. Very unfortunate. Twin keeps exploring. He finds another corpse along with another room. This room contains a crate with luciferium, a very dangerous drug, and another computer terminal. He discovers yet another hermetic crate to the north. Inside, he discovers more luciferium. He can only wonder who stored so much of this dangerous drug here. He keeps on exploring. He discovers yet another room. Inside is another hermetic crate. Before Twin can get the crate, a trap triggers. An unstable fuel node is going to explode. Thankfully, Twin is able to escape before the explosion goes off. Meanwhile, Dari has finished hacking the first terminal. He decides to go for the other one. 2 more ancient terminals remain in the complex. Hacking them all will give them the information they need about the Dawn Pendant. Meanwhile, the fire is triggered by the explosive trap burn out. Twin is able to now safely enter the room, and he finds more uranium ore in the hermetic crate. He decides to deconstruct more steel shelves in order to get steel for the grab ship. Another ancient terminal attacked by Donray. He goes for the last one. Using his excellent computer skills, Donray finishes hacking the last terminal. The colonists can finally pack up and leave the area now. Plans are made to load the shuttle. Besides the information about the Dawn Pendant, they managed to retrieve some uranium ore, steel, and luciferium. Luciferium is perhaps the most dangerous drug in the Rimworld. Once taken, the person must keep taking it until they die. The colonists dare not take such a dangerous drug, but perhaps they can sell it down the line for something more useful. The colonists begin to load their shuttle for their journey back. They finish loading the shuttle late into the night and board to go back to the grav ship. The shuttle carries the weary colonists back to the grav ship. They carry their valuables back to the grav ship, exhausted after a long day of work. The luciferium will sit in their storeroom for right now, but at the first opportunity they will trade it away. They don't want to leave such a dangerous substance lying around after all. But then, early next morning, Sterling decides it's time for him to leave. They are lone colonists, and having an extra one would still help out, so Twin turns around and tells him he can't go. Twin manages to overpower Sterling and captures him, putting him in his bedroom and locking the door. It's not an ideal situation, but perhaps they can convince Sterling to join their cause willingly. For the time being, though, he'll be locked in his cell. The next morning, Jungi decides to throw a party. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. The colonists gather in the kitchen and have a good party. Later that night, the colony receives another quest. It's a quest to attack a raider campsite. If they accept, a shuttle will be provided to carry them there and back again. They will accept this quest another time. For now, there is something more important they need to do. Early the next morning, they prepare the grav ship for takeoff. It's time to move closer to that quest on the world map. Dawn, Ray, and Kalios pilot the grav ship. Unfortunately, the grav ship lacks the range required to reach the ancient stockpile. So instead, they will stop by a nearby area first. It is a pair of crossroads in the desert, near the Brio Sea. Dawnray causes a minor crash to the grav ship, but thankfully no one is hurt. They work to repair the damage. It appears they've landed in a mixed biome, where the desert meets a temperate forest. Nearby is a good place they can build an animal pen, so that colony animals can graze on grass to feed. The area they've landed in has a saltwater sea to the north. An interesting map feature. Perhaps they can make use of it later. And with that, I think this is a good spot to make the cut for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. Also, Happy Thanksgiving, Dawnfire. Here you go, Donray. A wooden shack just for you. Just what you've always wanted. You're welcome, buddy.